people don't know you, people don't know what you do. It's not that the market is saturated. It's just crowded by some people who have not branded them. Personal branding will get you clients, but are you competent? You may be build a strong network of people, but are you competent? KSL is just a roller coaster of moments. One moment, in the first time, you are really excited about joining KSL. You don't know what to anticipate. You have heard so much stories. You have heard how people fail. Now you enter there with so much anxiety.
Hi, welcome to Legal Insights with Mukua. This episode is sponsored by Onesome AI, and I am joined today by one of the most famous advocates. I'm sure you've seen him, you've heard of him, either on X, on LinkedIn, on various social media platforms, and I can't wait to have this conversation. So I allow him to introduce himself.
Hi everyone, my name is Thuranira, an advocate of the Court of Kenya, specializing in dispute resolution, data protection, and consumer protection.
Welcome, Brian. So Brian, can you take us to the beginning? What drew you to become an advocate?
Mokua, a career is influenced by various factors. First of all, it's your surrounding. And personally, I did not grow up seeing lawyers. I grew up seeing teachers. Like these ordinary courses, I never saw really legal profession as an option. But things changed after around 2007. There was this post-election violence, and there was so much violence and injustices. And I remember we were watching TV when we heard that Kenya had joined ICC and Moreno Ocampo was coming to Kenya. So I was really, it was something that was going around. It was something across all TV stations at that time. I remember that small TV. I don't know if you remember it, which you are using batteries. So you'd see these things over the news, and people would ask, who is this Moreno Ocampo? So it would actually be branded in television, in matatus. So I was really curious, who is this Moreno Ocampo? And my mother told me he is a lawyer. He's actually a prosecutor. And if you want to be a prosecutor, if you want to do such a thing, you have to really read. And I remember, if I could do something wrong, you tell me, you want to be like Moreno Ocampo, then you can't be doing this. You have to really read. You have to do your homework. So that's when my passion grew of becoming a lawyer. Then fast forward to high school, my passion now was really, I was really focused in what I wanted to do. Even the subject that I chose subjects such as history, theory, and subjects generally that would make me a lawyer. Like I would not really struggle so much. Yeah, so in high school, that's when my passion now, how do I say it? It materialized. Like I knew what I wanted to do. Then after that, I passed my exams, and I chose my law as the first option in terms of career. Yes.
So where did you go to undergrad?
Oh, I did my undergrad in Catholic University of Eastern Africa. Yes.
So yes. I know after undergrad you go to KSL, and we have had so many scary stories of KSL.
Yes.
So can you tell us your journey in KSL, and is it as scary as people say it is?
Actually, KSL is just a roller coaster of moments. One moment, in the first time, you are really excited about joining KSL. You don't know what to anticipate. You have heard so much stories. You have heard how people fail. Now you enter there with so much anxiety. You don't know whether you are going to pass or not. But once you join, you meet your friends. You're like, this thing is it's not what we had. So you are reading every day, and you're like, these things I'm getting them. But now, after term one, now that's when the real thing begins unfolding. You are put in you are given project work, and now you're put into groups with people you don't know. It's just random, you have just picked according to randomly you find yourself with strangers, and now you have to work, and these people you are going to rely on to get your marks. Project work carries 30% of your marks in KSL, so they are really important. So you might find yourself in a group that people are not willing to collaborate. Unajipata like, so you are the one doing everything. Now that's where now the pressure starts mounting, and now before you even you complete the project, you start preparing for orals. Now you are like, now what do I do? Do I do the project work? Do I prepare for orals? Then now after now, by good luck or whatever means you use, now you complete the project work. Now you have to prepare for orals, and I'm told that actually in one of the KSL lecturers, Mr. Manaki told us orals is the only place you will never forget as an advocate. So it's something that's intense. Apart from now, after you have completed the project work, now you have to prepare for orals. I think now that's where now now you are now in KSL, because you don't know what to expect. I think once a timetable is now brought to the people who are supposed to do the first orals, now you may find yourself as the first person doing it, and now you are really scared. You don't know what to expect. But what's actually worse is the people who are in like the third week. You find that the people in the third week, they hear scary stories. People you have read the whole day about, for example, you have read about petitions, you have read about litigation, but when you step in that room, you are asked about aviation law. You are asked things that you really you have no idea of. You are asked about what were the issues in BBI. You don't even remember what's BBI. You can really, you see, it becomes scary now to the people they don't know what to really for example, me, I was in like the fourth week, so I would translate, and I don't know what to read. I don't know where to look or where to research, because I don't know which questions I'm going to be asked. So I read a lot. But now the shock came to the day of the orals. If I step into the orals and the people that I meet, I don't know those lecturers. I think I just knew one lecturer. Now they asked me, now I have that anxiety. I don't know what question I'm going to be asked. The first question I'm asked, who is your criminal law lecturer? I'm like, I'm blank. Can't remember, because I've just prepared for the litigation. I've prepared for hard questions. I am ready there with hard questions, but they asked me just simply simple questions. The next question I was asked was about what is the structure of a sentence. Can you tell me what's that? It's just basic knowledge. Like, there are things we actually studied in primary school. Yeah, the structures, do subject, verb, object. That's what they were asking. So they were asking me LWD questions. The previous night I read about commercial transaction, what are mergers, do things. When I'm asked about that, I'm like, what was that really? Then the next question that comes is, explain the organization of a paragraph.
Is that allowed?
Yeah, it's actually, it's general knowledge. Actually, they are very easy questions, but because you prepared so much, you read a lot, but now on these easy questions you can't remember, but they are very easy. But now you not know where to look for the information. Of course. I said everything that I know.
So what did you answer to the question?
Okay, in the paragraph, at least I add an idea. What's important is the idea and confidence, not what you say. I was very confident. I said what I said, and I passed. But when I went to research what is the structure of, I was like, oh my God, what did I answer? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and then after that, now you have to start after orals. It's just after orals. Now you have to start preparing for the exams. Some people put so much pressure, so much focus into orals and the project, until now in term 3 they are worn out. They don't have any other. They don't have any energy remaining. Yeah, so actually not bright people actually pass. It's not bright people pass KSL. It's people who are organized and who are confident about themselves. You see, there's someone who is bright, but they end up failing because of the anxiety, and they not failure to prepare adequately. It's not that people who fail in KSL are foolish, they are very intelligent. Actually, for you to do law, you have to be really smart in terms of even the subjects that you have to pass so that you are even admitted to the Kenya School of Law. You have to have a B plane in English or Kiswahili. You have to have C plus and above. So that person is really smart. By the time you are joining KSL, you have really proved yourself. It's a matter of just passing the bar exams. But you find many people failing, not because they don't know, but that anxiety, that fear that they are going to fail. You fail without even actually failing. You see, there are some people even who postpone doing exams. See that some people choose the re-exams. They say, I cannot pass this conveyancing. Only for conveyancing to be the simplest exam of all. Actually, in our class, people passed the four. I don't know if you have heard about the 4 Cs. These are basically, you have heard of them. 4 Cs: conveyancing, criminal litigation, conveyancing, and and commercial transaction. Now you find that most people passed the 4 Cs, but there are some people who did not do those exams because they were afraid that they will fail. You see, so it's that self-believing that you'll pass. It's not really about what you know, but you believing in yourself and knowing that I will pass. Actually, I told myself I will not fail, and I never failed.
So that's the secret.
Yeah.
Okay, so now there are many advocates being admitted. Do you think the legal field is saturated?
I don't think it's not saturated. It's crowded. It's not like it's not like we have so many competent advocates. We have so many advocates. So you might find that as an advocate, you don't have clients because you have not built your personal brand. People don't know you. People don't know what you do. You know, it's not that the market is saturated. It's just crowded by some people who have not branded themselves. People don't know they're advocates. They're not getting clients. But you find people like Avi, they have so many clients. People call their phones every day. Now, how do you say the market is saturated? It's not saturated. It's how you brand yourself and how you put yourself out there based on your competence. Yes.
So, speaking of that branding, do you think it's an important skill? Do you think it's going to be important in the future?
Yeah, I think personal branding is one of the skills everyone must learn, not only for advocates, but also other careers. If people don't know what these days, they are not working in clients. People must know what you do so that they can. Everything is social media. If you don't advertise yourself, if you don't show people what you do, how will they know? Actually, the number of working clients, I can even count the people who have come to my firm, around two clients, and they want just a commissioner for all that stamp. So if you don't market yourself, if I for example not brand myself, then I would not be having any clients, because how will people know that Thuranira is an advocate based in Kilimani? How will people know? How will they come? Everything has moved to social media. Yeah, all the clients are in social media. So if you are good in branding, if you don't learn how to brand yourself and create a personal brand that people can say that what you do, then they will never come. Yes.
Okay, and except branding, what other skills do you think are going to be important for the profession?
Okay, personal branding will get you clients, but are you competent? You may build a strong network of people, but are you competent? Clients will come, but will they get the services they expect? Will you win cases? Will you win their cases? Will you help them to the standards? You can put standards out there on social media, but when people come to your office, you are blank. You can't advise someone on something really substantive on the problem that they have. So you have to be competent, first of all. After branding yourself, you have to be really competent. You have to really read and study. Like you have to, law is it's so huge. The legal profession there, we have so many practice areas that even me, I don't know all of them. Unless now someone unless you do more research and now get to discover the various practice areas that are there. For example, data protection, it's an emerging area. And if someone, for example, in 2010, who was an advocate, there was no Data Protection Act. So there was no that opportunity. So with technology and all these things happening in terms of the legal profession evolving, there are so many opportunities. In as much as we're getting more advocates being admitted, we are also having more opportunities as the world is evolving. Yes. Yes.
And do you have connections when you are starting out?
Oh, not really. Not really. Actually, I really struggled getting pupillage because I did not know people. I did not even know, like, the only advocate I know was in Maua, and that was an advocate that I just used to hear of him, and I did not want to do my pupillage in Meru. So I really struggled. I've not grown up with so much connections. Yeah, I'm the connection that people call.
You know the connection.
Yeah, I'm the connection, you know. I don't have so many connections. I'm the connection now.
So do you think it's very important that you have, because many people always say, let's move in connections to make it out in law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Do you think it's important, or you can just form connections as you go?
I think the best thing is you building your own connections, not expecting, not expecting your parents to connect you with those big connections. You have to create connections on your own. You have to build your brand, and people, when people know you, and even big brands, you'll find they're your friends. You'll find that if I called, for example, Nelson Avior Dunstan, they will pick my call because they know me. They know how I've built myself. I've built myself as a brand, as an advocate that people know. So if for example, let me say, if I was a pupil right now, and I called someone who, for example, I don't know, they won't pick up my phone call because they don't know what I do. Interaction is based on you helping me and me helping you, or collaborating. If you're not collaborating, then what are we doing? What benefit are you bringing to me? If you're not competent, if you have nothing to help me, then we are doing nothing. So I won't even pick your phone call. But if you are helping each other, if you have built yourself, you are competent enough, there's something you can offer to the world, people will pick your calls. Yes, you don't really need so much connections. It's up to you building yourself and showing to the world that you are great, you are the star, and then other stars will relate with you.
Okay.
Yes.
So, have you ever faced, since you're online a lot, you have built an online community, have you ever faced backlash from your community?
Okay. Traditionally, lawyers who are really conservatives, like, they just keep to themselves. You just know they are lawyers. They are not so active on social media. So when you introduce yourself as an advocate and start posting like how I started, people were quick to judge. They were like, this guy is marketing himself. This guy is giving free advice. But I was not touting. Touting is what is not allowed in law. As a lawyer, you cannot tout. You cannot go and say, karibuni customer, karibuni customer. You have to show your skill in a way that will not be seen as you touting. So when I started creating content, people were, first of all, negative. Some were negative. They were like, you are giving out free advice. What will we eat? Now I was like, if I don't tell them what I do, how will they know? How will I help them? If I don't show to the world what I do, how will they know? How will I get clients? If I just stay in my office and just wait for clients to walk in, you'll never find clients. So at first I got I cannot say many, because so many people really appreciated what I did, what I do. I got so overwhelmed actually by clients. Being so many, you have to respond to their emails, you have to respond to their messages, and people will not love it because there's the aspect of people being jealous of what you are doing. You're like, this guy is getting a lot of clients, and me, I've been practicing for 5 years. Why is he getting all the recognition? Why is he getting so many inquiries? Why is he doing better than me? Why? And I've been in practice. So you'll get a lot of negative sentiments. People will call you like you are trying to engagement farmers. People call you, and you are an engagement farmer. But in real sense, you are just promoting yourself. If you don't do that, they will not put bread on your table. They will not feed you. They will not give you work. If they give you, they'll underpay you. You see? So you have to. They have reduced. I don't see so many negative. Actually, I've gotten many friends as advocates. Yes, and I've got so many friends. Yes, because of what I do. So at first, they were quick to, so that you stop doing what I stopped doing what I was doing, but I did not stop. First they judge you, they say negative, and then they join you. After that, you start seeing them even posting as well. You start people seeing. Right now, you can see in Twitter, so many people are doing case analysis. I just come on, everyone is doing it. And they're like, these are people who are judging me for putting this information out there. Yes, people are really negative at first, but they have joined it. If they can't beat you, they bus.
Okay. How long has it taken for you to build?
Actually, I think it has just been I've been consistent for like just like 1 year.
1 year.
Yes.
When you build all that.
It's not a lot, but we are expecting more. Yeah, for example, is it 2024 October? That's when I joined LinkedIn. That's when I started being active on LinkedIn. And then after that, in October 2025, that's when I started creating content on X. I don't have so many tweets actually. When you join it, you'll see my account. I don't have so many tweets. I just joined recently, and in 1 month, in like November, December, I'd got so many clients that I had to leave my workplace and go now. Like, I have enough now. Can start. Yeah, Yes, I can do this on my own.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, speaking of starting on your own, can you tell us that journey? How was it?
Okay.
Was it scary? And where did you decide to?
Actually, we are doing partnership. We'll be launching you a farm soon. You'll be seeing it. But right now, I'm doing it solo. Yes, but we are cooking something. It's a partnership. I don't want to delve into that so much. Yeah, but we are taking up cases and doing them. Yes, but I would say you have asked about challenges or how has the journey been. I can say it has been a journey of learning. You know, it's you're stepping into uncertainty. You don't know what you are going to get at the end of the month. You're not sure whether these clients will really materialize because you get so many emails and so many messages, but you're not sure which one will really materialize. Someone will tell you, I'm going to send you money tomorrow. You wait for tomorrow, nothing. So it's kind of like it's scary, but it's a really fun journey. You might sleep today with 10,000, tomorrow 100. So you don't know what tomorrow brings. You know, in terms of, for example, in employment, you are sure I'll get 30,000. You are sure I'll get 60. But in this profession of ours, in my practice, you don't know what you will get. You may stay 1 month without getting but I can't say that because I have not stayed 1 month either. But you know, from stories you hear from solo practitioners and people who are doing things on their own apart from employment, you see you can't really predict in terms of income generation. So it's a journey of uncertainty, but it's a beautiful journey. Yes.
So compared to employment, which one do you prefer?
I wouldn't advise someone to get out of employment kama utajipanga, but if you are the risk taker, you know, if you want to risk, you just step out and see what the world does for you, you know.
Sometimes this risks.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, you know the funny thing is the clients that you're afraid you won't get, even your employer doesn't know you will get them. So if your employer has taken the risk, taken so many stuff, and he is also hoping that we'll be able to get money to pay all of you and also pay for his expenses and also make profits. If your employer has taken that risk, why not you? What is so special about him that you can't do? They're expecting the same clients just as you. Yes, and they're marketing themselves just as you. So instead of people going to the employer, they can come to you. Yes. Yes.
But sometimes
yes.
Lazima tujipange.
Yeah. Yes.
So
you have to be ready. You have to be ready for uncertainty. Yes, you have to put your faith in God and also work on it. No, you can't just wake up and open a farm and then you are not marketing yourself. You are not creating content. You are not going out there to advertise, to market yourself, you know. Yes.
Okay, so which area of law is changing fast? I know right now we have AI.
Yes.
Actually, before that question,
yes.
do you think AI will replace lawyers?
It's impossible. It will make lawyers work easier. It will not replace them because you find that it requires human input. For example, even when you are doing, for example, submissions, and you will find that there's someone who will go to court to do those submissions. You'll never log in court and find AI or Siri talking addressing the court saying, Your Honor, I'm AI. So you'll never find, for example, litigation. You will not find AI in court, like doing cross-examination, doing examination in chief. So it will make lawyers. The work that you could have done in say 2 hours, you can do it in 3 minutes because of AI. It helps you. For example, instead of just scanning documents and like typing, you typing, you typing, you can just upload the document and AI will just transcribe it for you. So it has made lawyers' work easier, but it won't replace lawyers.
Okay.
Yes.
Which area of law do you think is changing fast?
Okay, there are so many emerging areas. For example, in the area of data protection, you can see the ODPC has really done some really nice work. We're seeing every day there are new judgments against people who are breaching the data privacy rights. We're seeing in terms of energy, in nuclear energy, we are hearing that there is a nuclear center being set up in Kenya. So, in terms of regulations, regulatory compliance, companies who are futures coming to Kenya, they want to know what needs to be done for them to be registered, in terms of even registering to the ODPC, taking up licenses. Yeah, so in terms of regulatory compliance is an emerging area because there are so many investments coming in Kenya. So that's it's a fast growing area in law, and also data protection. Yes, and energy.
Okay, when we talk about this data protection, is it like you're not supposed to record me? Let's say mtu ni record and he post TikTok.
Yes.
So
that's data breach. We have a very good act that protects data privacy rights. The Data Protection Act 2019. It has the rights of data subjects. That's basically persons and people. Basically, people. They have the rights to consent to being posted. You can't post someone without their consent. If you post them without consent, they can take you to the ODPC. If someone asks their data to be deleted from your system and you don't delete them, that's a breach of their right to have their data erased. There are so many rights that data subjects have that are in the Data Protection Act. So you find that if people, this is an area that has really affected so many companies. You see, ODPC has fined people over 5, like for example, Oppo, it was fined around 5 million for just posting an image of someone on their Instagram. So you find that in terms of that data protection, the Data Protection Act it's really comprehensive, and the ODPC is doing some really nice work.
And yes. About this sending promotional messages.
Yes, actually, even sending promotional messages, it's a breach of your privacy. You do not consent for you to be, when I talk about consent, I'm talking about written consent. You must sign that you are consenting to marketing messages being sent to you. You must consent to your image being published on social media. There's a club legend. It was fined for posting an image of someone having chere, and they never consented. They never consented to them being posted. So they have to consent, and you have to ensure that the consent form is signed, the data subject has signed the consent form, so that when they report you to the ODPC, you come with the form, you say they consented. But then another thing that comes up is the issue of deletion. Did you request for your data to be deleted? When you see marketing messages come to you, you don't just run to the ODPC. You have to object. You have to tell them, don't send me more marketing messages. And then if now they persist, if they send again, that's when now you can go to the ODPC and so for breach.
To stop.
Yes, to stop, you have to do that. And then if they send you again, that's when now you go to the ODPC.
Okay.
Yes.
So is law still a noble profession?
It's a noble profession, but not all lawyers are noble. There are some lawyers who don't give good professional undertaking. There are some who they are called sharp practitioners. When that you talk to a lawyer today and tell them, I'm not ready to proceed tomorrow in the morning. Your Honor, I'm really ready to proceed, very ready. I have even my witness here. You say you are not ready to proceed, and then you tell the court, I told counsel, and then he will tell you, no, I never heard from the opposing counsel. As I was saying, not all lawyers are noble. The law profession itself is noble, but not all. You are seeing you have the cases of sexual harassment in law firms. You see, we have so many issues in the legal profession that are not addressed because not all lawyers are noble. You find that there are some who want sexual favors for you to be promoted, or for you to be paid well, or for you even to remain in employment, or even to be given pupillage. You're not given pupillage if you don't sleep with a partner. Is that nobility? It's not nobility. Yes.
Okay, yeah. These days it's crazy.
It's, yeah, for ladies. Even for men.
But many, okay, I think it does happen for men, but men don't come out. But
They want to know where is that place we go.
can they come to you?
Can I tell us, please?
So now, Brian, what does success look like for you in the future? And what would you advise someone who's just starting out right now, maybe in first year or starting KSL?
Okay, success. No, success lies on the eyes of the beholder. It's up to you to define your success, but as for me, it's when I can lay in bed peacefully knowing I did my best and there's nothing that I left undone. In that if you find yourself, you have a case and you do your best and it doesn't matter the results, whether you win or you lose. You do your best at the end of the day and your conscience is clear that I did my best. It doesn't matter the results. What matters is what you did and what you ought to have done. So the fact that you push yourself every day, you wake up, go to work every day, and you push yourself and you get what you get. It doesn't matter the results. What matters is your input. Have you done your best? At the back of your mind, you know you have done your best. That's success to you. It doesn't matter the outcome. But what I believe is, as long as unajituma, as long as you're working hard, itajipa tu. Yeah. And for the question you've asked about someone who is stepping out as an advocate, as a young advocate, don't be afraid, don't be scared. Everyone started there. Everyone began somewhere. Even the people you are saying like Nelson Harvey, the advocates that you are thinking that these are the big fish, they did not begin as big fish. They started somewhere. You say like, so I saw the story of Wanyama. He was saying that in 2010 he was in his own office with no clients, and he was thinking of applying for jobs in law firms. And he wrote to so many law firms, but he couldn't get. Look at him now. He is one of the big law practitioners that we know, big advocates we know right now. He was even vying for presidency. So you can tell it really works in the end. And if it doesn't work, it's not the end. Yes.
No, Brian, coming to the end of the conversation, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
I see myself reaping the fruits of the hard work I'm putting in right now, not a particular, there's a saying that you may achieve everything only to realize that it was not worth it. So I really want it to be worth it. I want to know that in the past 10 years, I've pushed myself to the limits and I have achieved what I ought to have achieved in my life. Yes.
Thank you. That's amazing. We hope to see you.
I hope to see you as well.
In the next 10 years.
Bye.
Eating the fruits of your labor. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you'll be inspired by that conversation. And you can see that you don't need to have connections. You don't need to know everyone before you get started. You just start now. You start building. And very, very soon, you're going to reap what you've sowed. So start now with whatever you have. Build your brand, like Brian has shared, and I'm sure it's going to pay off. That has been it for our conversation with Brian. I hope you've been inspired, and from what he's shared, I'm sure you can now see that you don't really need connections for you to get started, for you to be where you want to be. You just need to start. You can start building your online presence as soon as now, and very soon you're going to be reaping, the fruits of your labor. So thank you, Brian, for joining us today. Like, share, and subscribe, like, and share this video. And make sure you tune in for the next episode.